Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? So we are on day 2 of Rick Warren's The Purpose-Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? That's what it says. That's what it says on the cover. Look at that. Oh, there's my boy right there. Look at him. Looks like a nice guy. Again, if you're joining us, but you have not really developed your own relationship and faith, please do not bug on how offended you are, shall you? What are you doing here, right? So day 2, you are not an accident, even though your parents may say otherwise. I am your creator. You were in my care even before you were born. Isaiah 44, 2a, CEV. This is awesome right here. God does not play dice. You know who said that? Albert Einstein. And if you don't know who Albert Einstein is, he's a really smart guy. I believe he assisted with making the atomic bomb, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, you are not an accident. Your birth was no mistake or mishap. Your life is no fluke of nature. Your parents may not have planned you. Don't worry, that's most of us. But God did. Your parents may not have planned you, but God did. He was not at all surprised by your birth. In fact, he expected it. Long before you were conceived by your parents, you were conceived in the mind of God. He thought of you first. It is not fate, nor chance, nor luck, nor coincidence that you are breathing at this very moment. You are alive because God wanted to create you. The Bible says the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. God prescribed every single detail of your body. He deliberately chose your race, the color of your skin, your hair, and every other feature. He custom made your body just the way he wanted it. He also determined the natural talents you would possess and the uniqueness of your personality. The Bible says, you know me inside and out. You know every bone in my body. You know exactly how I was made, bit by bit, how I was sculpted from nothing into something. God also planned where you'd be born and where do you live for his purpose. Your race and nationality are no accident. God left no detail to chance. He planned it all for his purpose. The Bible says from one man he made every nation, and he determined the times set for them and the exact place where they should live. You're in the right place at the right time. Nothing in your life is arbitrary. It's all for a purpose. Most amazingly, God decided how you would be born, regardless of the circumstances of your birth or who your parents are. God had a plan in creating you. It doesn't matter whether your parents were good, bad, or indifferent. God knew that those two individuals possessed exactly the right genetic makeup to create the custom you he had in mind. They had the DNA God wanted to make you. You're perfect. You are perfect. We're all perfect in God's eyes, all right? No mistakes here. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. But there is a God who made you for a reason, and your life has profound meaning. We discovered the meaning and purpose only when we make God the reference point of our lives. The Message paraphrase of Romans 12:3 says, the only accurate way to understand ourselves is by what God and by what he does for us. This poem by Russell Kelfer sums it up. Thanks, Russ. You are who you are for a reason. You're part of an intricate plan. You're a precious and perfect, unique design called God's special woman or man. I see that in, right? You look like you look for a reason. Our God made no mistake. He knit you together within the womb. You're just what he wanted to make. The parents you had were the ones he chose, and no matter how you may feel, they were custom designed with God's plan in mind, and they bear the master's seal. Know that trauma you faced was not easy, and God wept that it hurt you so, but it was allowed to shape your heart so that into his likeness you'd grow. You are who you are for a reason. You've been formed by the master's rod. You are who you are, beloved, because there is a God. I like that second to last one. That trauma that you faced was not easy, and God wept that it hurt you so, but it was allowed to shape your heart so that into his likeness you'd grow. All those challenges and problems that we all go through, right? I don't think, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say I just got dealt a bad hand, or it's because of this or because of that, that I'm not ahead in life or whatever it may be, but every challenge that we're presented with, I mean, that's the opportunity to overcome it, grow, learn from it, apply it, in the future. Well, it's called wisdom that you gain, and just really become the man or woman that God has really destined us to be. And I mean, you can either grow through challenges or you can groan through them and complain and, oh, geez, why me? But sure, that's a blessing. I mean, I look at challenges. I've really flipped my perspective on challenges and stuff that, maybe didn't go my way or whatever it may be, and just really looking at the blessings of like, okay, cool. Like, what am I supposed to learn from this? What did I learn? In the future, what can I do better? And just really be very intentional, not just kind of, oh man, I'm so unlucky. Nah, not like that. That's a victim's mindset. We're not doing that over here. Sorry. And I would encourage you not to do that. Don't do that to yourself. God made you perfectly. A point to ponder. I am not an accident. You are not an accident. None of us are an accident. Just to our parents, most likely. But other than that, not really. Verse to remember, I am your creator. You were in my care even before you were born. Isaiah 44:2 CEV. Nice. Question to consider. I know that God uniquely created me and you. What areas of my personality, background, physical appearance am I struggling to accept? What areas of my personality, background, and physical appearance am I struggling? Personality wise, I think currently, and I mean, obviously, I would hope that it's not always, but I guess the personality, I'll take that as internal, but I'll say like self-doubt. But I really have focused on growing my relationship with Jesus and with God, and just really understanding that, number one, I can't do everything on my own. I mean, to have the audacity to think that somehow am I gonna, accomplish great things because, oh, I'm just amazing. No, I don't believe that. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I did. I thought I could do everything. But if I can do everything, then, how great can that really be, I'd rather have the assistance of Jesus and God, in everything that I do, whether it's my marriage, whether it's my relationships, whether it's business, whether, whatever it may be, my health, if they can help me out and, bless me and, bless me with abundance, I'm grateful. I'm not gonna take credit for that, because everything that I have in my life currently and that I'm gonna have in the future, I mean, that's, I'll do the work, but 99% of that is that's all Jesus right there, and God. So I think self-doubt, it's definitely a personality thing. Background, I would think, coming from a broken home, as far as a background that I would say right now I'm not struggling with, but had struggled with when I was younger. Just kind of not having a father figure to, instill values and expectations and standards on me, when I was growing up. I really got that more from sports, and that discipline I got from sports. I got a little bit of discipline from my dad, but I didn't really see I didn't understand it at the time, I guess, why it was that he was the way he was. He's not like that anymore, thankfully. But yeah, but that was something that I had to grow out of, because from my teenagers to maybe 22, 23. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a good relationship with my dad, and I held that against them. But I didn't want to make that an excuse of like, oh, I'm not gonna do X, Y, Z because, oh, I didn't have a father. Nah, that's whack. I mean, I'm not gonna make excuses like that. It is what it is. Obviously we've I've healed from it. We have a better relationship now. I've pushed through that. I worked through that. So that was very intentional, but really I had just amazing men speak into my life, and they just told me, they're like, hey, I mean, don't be too tough on him. How was his dad? And his dad was even worse than he was to us. So I was like, well, that's true. I can't really hold it against him. He really had nothing else modeled to him. So I couldn't really expect, and that's not a reason or an excuse, to excuse what, his lack of being a father. But at the same time, too, I mean, that is a reality that, I mean, he didn't know any better, unfortunately, and, that's why he was the way he was, and that's okay. I forgive him. I love him. I still want to honor and respect him, to glorify God. And that's okay. It's all right. I just know definitely that I will not be passing down a lot of those things that my father did, raising us to the next generation, so that's all I can do. That's all I can control. Be better from it, learn from it. Let's see. Physical appearance. Am I struggling? I guess right now, currently, but I'm on track right now. But I guess before, for a physical appearance, I am struggling to accept those, like, man, I want some abs. Dang, trying to get in better shape. In the past I was just, maybe someone has better genetics than I do or something like that. But the reality is, number one, I ate like crap. Number two, I didn't work out as hard as they did. I really didn't discipline myself consistently enough, for 9 months straight or more to actually allow myself to get those results. I'm doing that now, and I've learned that now, that's more of a compounding effect of just making good choices, which I would kind of be good for, maybe 6 weeks straight, kind of fall off for 2 weeks, come back, so it's kind of this little roller coaster ride. But definitely just learning to do something sustainable and consistent for the long term, more of a lifestyle, not so much like, I'm gonna get extreme, so yeah, I mean, I was struggling with that. Obviously I don't like gaining weight because I feel gross, and I don't really like the way I feel like that. I like to be, mobile and just feel good. I mean, I don't want to be out of breath, just walking around, not that I ever got to that point, but still I could definitely feel a difference, when I put on a couple pounds. So my wife and I mean, we're very intentional now. We're making sure we work out every day, and we're just eating good, a lot of vegetables. So yeah, that's all I can really do, and just stay consistent on that, and just challenge myself to get those physical results that I want, that I can't control. When I was younger, I don't know if it would show up. I don't know. I had a cockeye, a little bit, slightly. I noticed it like in high school, and I was like, oh geez, am I gonna grow up with a cockeye? I was self-conscious about that when I was younger. I don't think I have that. I think that's more when I'm tired, I still might get it. But I mean, I'm whatever. I mean, even if I had a cockeye and it was like, what am I gonna do? I mean, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just, well, shit, it is what it is. At least I'll be able to see like an owl, almost behind my head. So, that's all right. And that's not to make fun of anybody that has a cockeye. I mean, hey, if you're like that, hey, God bless you. To have that, I don't think look at it as a disadvantage. But what are you gonna do? You're not gonna just push it and fix it. So you live with it, right? But yeah, hey, let me ask that question to you guys real quick. Hold up. So I know, and I hope you know, that God uniquely created you. So what areas of your personality, your background, and your physical appearance are you struggling to accept? Yeah, you can write in the comments if you want, but that's kind of a, maybe in the privacy of your home, maybe get a journal, right? Or read the book and write some notes in the book, right? So hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll do day 3 later, and take care. Okay, have a great day.